Ragreynolds! So Mr. Ryan Reynolds has once again made a video about me. This one is called Short Videos Has Gone Too Far. He said I've gone too far because, of course, I offered to take him for a pint in my previous video. I offered to buy him a pint, take him for a pint, and talk about our differences. However, apparently that is taking things just a step too far in Ryan's books. So I'm going to watch his video and see what if we can try and work out why it's such an insult to him to take him for a pint. Why this is such a big deal for Mr. Reynolds. So without further ado, Ryan, what's your problem, mate?
This is a message to the one I call short videos. Small videos, regular size videos, midget videos, desperate videos, loser videos, man-child videos, manlet videos, bum videos, not so intimidating videos, no uploading videos for a long time.
Good God, that is a lot to take in like 30 seconds. Like, really, it is. I mean, I have definitely still been called worse. 100% have I been called worse. But I mean, I've got to say, it's a crushing blow from a man so successful. Honestly, I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to sleep at night anymore. It is honest, it's just such a crushing blow from someone like Ragreynolds to say these things about me. I mean, who am I? I'm just little TallVideos. I've got nothing going for me. I mean, it's crushing to hear these things from Ragreynolds. I don't know if I'll ever bounce back from this, honestly.
Short videos, what are you doing?
At the minute, I'm just having a little vape while I'm listening to you. Not much else, really.
With your stupid little videos towards me. You are a clown videos.
I mean, I could say the same thing to you. I mean, you're literally making a video about me, which is forwarding this, which you know I'd make a response to. So, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm doing the same thing as you, Ryan. I honestly do.
Videos are terrible. They are pathetic. No one cares about them or you. And anyone who's telling you that they do is lying to you or is one of your alt accounts.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with the first part of that. I'm just not going to disagree with that because, yeah, not many people do care about me, if I'm perfectly honest. And not many people care about my channel. I mean, check the views in this video. It probably has less than 100 views, maybe like 4 or 5 comments. So yeah, I pretty much agree with that. However, I mean, I do not have any alt accounts. I mean, I do actually have alt accounts, but they're all got TallVideos in the name somewhere. I've got TallVideos, TallVideos to Capo, TallVideos Extra, TallVideos Archive, TallVideos Forgotten, and I've got another channel, haven't I? I don't know the name of the other channel is. I've not uploaded in most of them in like 2 or 3 years. The only channels that I'm actually using now are TallVideos and TallVideos to Capo. Click on the eye on the screen now to subscribe to TallVideos to Capo for upcoming videos about my life and advice.
No one cares about you. I was offended to watch your recent video where you suggested we meet up in a pub for a pint. Who the hell do you think I am, short videos? That is the most insulting thing you have ever put across the internet towards me.
Are you sure about that, Ryan? Are you actually sure that that is the worst thing I put across to you? Not labeling you as a stalker, nothing like that. Offering to buy you a pint is the worst thing I've ever done. Fair enough. Half pint?
I am disgusted and I spent 3 mornings in a row vomiting in my toilet after you suggested such a thing.
Maybe a bit overkill.
And no, not because the idea of seeing you face to face makes me anxious so I go vomit. I'm not scared of you, obviously. I'm the one who confronted you in the past. You're not intimidating.
Even when I do this. I don't know, I'm pretty intimidating. I mean, quite a lot of people just run away from me the second they see me. But to be honest with you, that is usually because of the smell.
The reason I vomited 3 mornings in a row was the fact that you would even consider the idea that I was so unsophisticated that I would spend time in a pub or that I would drink beer.
What? I mean, I don't think you have to be unsophisticated to go out for a pint.
What kind of man do you take me for, midget videos? I am a sophisticated gentleman. I am a classy man, short videos. I don't go to pubs. I go to bars and I go to restaurants. Nicer than you've probably ever been in your life because you're not a classy person.
I mean, I think the classiest joint I've ever been in my life was the Balmoral Hotel. I spent a weekend there, a very luxurious weekend there. last year, or the year before even, 2018, or 2019, one of the two. And I've got to say, that is the most luxurious event I've ever been to. It wasn't even an event, it was just a hotel. I didn't like it. It's full of people that are trying to prove something, trying to be something that they're not. That's all it is. That's just not me. Anyone that goes to these really over-the-top places like that clearly have something that they're trying to prove, or whatever it may be that they're trying to prove. I don't know, but I don't feel that I'm necessary. It's necessary for me to go out and prove myself to someone else, to prove that I'm better than everyone else. That's why I'm more than happy going down to my local pub or going to a Wetherspoons or something similar to that. I'm more than happy to do that because I'm no interest in proving myself to other people, and that is really what that is. You see people that are just trying to be something that they're not. Like, Jesus. So I mean, I don't know what it is, Ryan, that you feel that you have to prove to everyone, because I know you're very outspoken on your social media about the places that you go to and the expensive wines that you drink and everything like that. And I just don't know what it is you're trying to prove to people, because really it just comes across as quite pathetic, honestly, Ryan.
You don't care about sophistication. You don't care about manners. You don't care about integrity. You don't care about the truth.
I mean, I wouldn't say I don't care about the truth. That's pretty far-fetched. If I say something, I 100% at the time of saying it, I believe it to be true. There have been things that I have said in the past which someone has come to me and said, hey, look, Stephen, this isn't correct. You know, have a look at this, Tall. This just isn't correct, what you've said here. And I will apologise for anything that I've said in the past which has turned out not to be true. Obviously, I'll apologise for that, but I will never knowingly tell someone a lie or knowingly say something that's false, especially not on YouTube, because, you know, it's going to be there for a very long time. So I don't want to have myself on record lying and it's proven that I was known to be lying at the time, because I don't lie. I have occasionally, the only lies that I think I have actually said on YouTube are my lies about where I lived, and a lie about my height. And the lie about my height was more of a meme than anything else, so I don't know if I count that. But I mean, I'm sure you do, Ryan, because that's like your big thing. That's your big thing, short videos, isn't it? I don't want to take that away from you. So I know you live and you thrive off calling me short videos, so I'm not going to take that away from you. The lies about where I live, I've explained in a previous video. It was to stop people coming to my house, so I made out that I lived elsewhere. But right now, I mean, I've got a big fuck-off dog, so, like, I'm not particularly scared about, you know, someone coming to my house.
And that's why you go to pubs, because pubs are filled with liars and charlatans. I also don't drink beer, because I'm not stupid, and I have functioning taste buds.
I want to say I absolutely love this clip, because the other day there I was in a pub with a few friends, and I showed this clip to my friends, and I also showed it to a few other people within the premises, and we all agreed how hilarious it would be to watch Ryan film a video where he went into a local boozer, he went into a local pub, or anything like that, like a proper men's pub, like a friendly local type thing. He went into them and, you know, spewed this patter to them, just to see how long he would last. I feel like that Ryan is how you get 1 million views, guaranteed. You go to a pub and you start talking to people about the way that you see them. Because, I mean, I would definitely watch that, Ryan. I mean, I definitely would. I know there was at least 10, 20 people in the pub that would definitely love to watch that as well. Maybe you'd love to get involved with it as well.
No one with functioning taste buds enjoys beer. Beer tastes like goat piss. And don't ask me how I know that. Just take my word for it. When I tell you something, as I keep saying, I do not need a source. I am your source.
I mean, that is a pretty shit thing to say. I mean, I don't think that's gonna stand up anywhere. That you're your source for your own information. I don't know if I think that's a good idea, Ryan, to be going around saying that. I'm guessing you didn't do very well in high school, your end of term exams, when you had to write out your sources. So you should put source Ragreynolds, source Ragreynolds. I wonder if someone's done that. I'm sure someone in the history of YouTube has done that. They've made a YouTube video about a topic and then gone and written a paper on it and sourced their own video. Maybe get away with that. I don't know. I doubt you would, to be fair, unless your professor is like an absolute idiot. But you know, I'm sure it's happened.
Short videos. I don't drink beer. I drink wine. I drink delicious wine. And no, I don't drink your stupid house wine. I don't drink your stupid boxed wine. Boxed wine needs to be banned. I drink good wine. Good, full-bodied red wines. I
have had wine twice in my life. Both times I absolutely hated it. I should clarify, I've had red wine twice in my life. I absolutely hated it. 100% hated it with a passion. The first time I had wine, it was shortly after my 18th birthday. It was genuinely disgusting. Like, I would genuinely rather just drink tequila like just tequila, just have a pint of tequila as opposed to drinking that wine. I can't remember what it was. It was one hell of an expensive wine, which was really annoying. They sold it by the glass, and it was really, really annoying. The second time I had red wine was on holiday in Spain, and I bought a bottle of it, and I tried it. It was disgusting. It was absolutely horrible. It was red wine as well. And it was also an expensive bottle, because I thought, wine is quite a drink, and maybe I can try it. Maybe I'll become a wine drinker. No, it turns out you literally have to have no taste buds to enjoy wine. I mean, I'm not going to knock anyone that does enjoy wine, because obviously it's a very popular drink. I'm not going to take... If you enjoy wine, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a wonderful time with your glass of wine. But it's not for me, and I'm willing to accept that it's just not for me. But I don't understand why it's such a big deal for Ryan to say that he's a wine drinker. Like, it's such a big part of his personality to say, yes, I'm Ryan, I like steak and I like wine. Look at me, I'm fucking sophisticated. Get on my level.
And I like having those in bars, or I like having it in a restaurant with a nice steak.
I don't know how Ryan takes his steak. I know he has a channel with the name of how he I think it's medium rare or something like that, I think. I mean, the steaks that I've had, I mean, I do like a steak. I do very much like a steak. I tend to go for medium rare, or rare, depending on how it is, or where I get it, rather. I know whenever I tell someone that I like a raw I'm a fucking lion. No, I like a rare steak. They often say it's just raw meat. You're just eating raw meat. You're gonna die. But I think it tastes lovely. I think it absolutely is amazing. And if I'm in a place I don't really trust, I'll go for medium rare. Absolutely love a nice steak. You can't beat a steak. A steak and a pint. Wonderful, wonderful, you know, combination there. Just a nice steak, pint of beer. Wonderful. I mean, I'd specifically go for a pint of Stella, I suppose. With a nice steak and a pint of Stella, you just can't beat it. You just can't beat it.
I'm not a degenerate charlatan who sits around in a pub, surrounded by drunkards who have been drinking goat's piss beer. You can smell it from them.
How are you smelling this, Ryan? I mean, 2 meters. 2 meters you should be staying away from people. Are you telling me that you're going into pubs and smelling people?
And they come up to you and give you a hug. No, that's disgusting.
What? What pubs are you going into that people are giving you hugs? I mean, if you went into any of the pubs that I go to, and you went and tried to hug someone, you would get a swift kick in the balls. Like, it's not happening. I don't know what pubs you've been to. I don't know if your understanding of a pub is maybe from Cheers or something like that, but that does not happen in any of the pubs that I have been in. Do you get someone coming up to you and just going, hey mate, hello, how are you? No, it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen.
I don't go to those sort of establishments. I'm far too classy for that. I do not enjoy those establishments. I am above that.
I think the fact that you have to continually say that you're classy kind of says that you're not classy, because people that are really classy, they don't tend to mention it every 5 minutes. They tend to just knock about, you know, and most of them don't make weird YouTube videos like this. Just saying.
You, obviously, are not above that, and okay, to each their own. You can be a degenerate all you want, but I'm not a degenerate.
So you're calling me a degenerate because I go to pubs and enjoy beer? Is that your logic there? Because I enjoy a nice cold pint, I'm a degenerate. Right. Okay, I don't understand your reasoning or your logic for that, but you do you, Ryan. You do you.
I'm a classy dude. I'm a great guy. I don't go to degenerate places like that.
Doesn't it always feel a bit insincere when someone goes, I'm a great guy? Like, surely you should wait for someone else to be the one to say, he's great. Not to be the one just going around going, yeah, I'm great. Look at me. I'm above everyone else. I'm wonderful. Get on my level. Like, it just doesn't seem sincere, Ryan, honestly.
So short videos, I would like to tell you I am declining your stupid offer to go to a pub and get a pint.
I mean, okay.
Maybe you have a different offer. I will be open to hearing that, but I don't see why you would have a different offer. I don't know why you want to meet up again. What does it accomplish? Are you regretting how our first encounter went? What it did? Are you regretting how it went?
I mean, not particularly, but I mean, you did, like, stalk me down using Snapchat and, like, you know, completely just crash one of my live streams while I was, 16 years old, and you were in your early 20s at the time, I believe? I don't know, I'm not too familiar in your age, but, you know, it's a bit weird, Ryan. You know, just a little bit weird.
That's what it seems like to me. It seems like you were humiliated that day.
I mean, not particularly humiliated. Scared for my life, possibly, because, I mean, who knows what Mr. Ragreynolds could have done to me that day. I still have nightmares.
The world saw you for the little manlet you are. The fact that you had no masculinity, the fact that I emasculated you in front of your audience.
Yes. Yes, you emasculated a 16-year-old. Doing well, Ryan. Going up in the world.
And you wish that went differently. You wish every night when you're going to bed, you're sleeping under your little blanket, and you cry yourself to sleep saying, I really wish I could time travel. I really wish I could go back and tell that Ragreynolds what I really was thinking in my mind. I wish I wasn't so awestruck.
He's right. I'm sorry, Rag. I'm sorry. Can you ever forgive me, Ryan, for the way that I acted that day? Can you ever forgive me? I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm really sorry. Will you ever forgive me?
Okay, short videos. I understand there's that age-old saying, never meet your heroes, they'll only disappoint.
I mean, I've never met my heroes, but I'll take your word for it, Mr. Ragreynolds.
But I'm sure you will tell everyone else watching these videos that I did not disappoint.
Okay, was it just me, or was it a very abrupt ending all of a sudden? So I don't have a revived offer for Mr. Ragreynolds. I don't really know what to offer him, because I don't know if he's expecting me to go, hey Ryan, let me take you on an all-expenses trip to get the most expensive wine in the world with the most beautiful, so go to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant or something. I don't know what you people eat. But, no, my offer stands. I'm more than happy to buy you a pint and talk to you. Or a glass of goat's piss, as you so lovingly called it. But other than that, no, Ryan. No. But I really hope you're doing well, Ryan, and I hope you're able to overcome this. I know seeing me talking about you again is obviously lit some sort of passion in your heart, and I hope that can continue. But I'm sorry, Ryan. I just don't know what to tell you. To everyone else watching this wonderful video, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. All three of you. You're all fantastic. Wait, one of these will be me watching this video back. The other one will be Ryan. The third one will probably be my girlfriend. Right, that doesn't go down too well for me. Shit.